Wife tells people that the guy taking video is her husband. Funny I wasn't at that swingers party. Posted by Drylie 3882. If you like these stories and want to see more, please like and subscribe. My very, very unfaithful wife of almost 30 years has an entirely secret, or so she had hoped to keep secret, apparently another husband, a slutty lifestyle, many black sex partners, and then there's me she had at home. I stumbled upon some videos and pics on the net, and one led to another and so forth, right? Well, since I brought it up to her, all video, all pics, I mean everything I had just seen with my own eyes just a day before, now all gone. Now I'm far from stupid, but damn sure know what her body looks like, not to mention my name tattooed on her right ankle. She really just keeps lying and denying it was her, and I must be making it all up. Yo, right huh? That's okay, though, because I've got a little surprise for my little innocent, pure, barely been touched wife. Just waiting for the right moment. Am I wrong for wanting her to feel the way I did? If you say yes, well, screw you too. And now for the top comments. Showing your cards too early in these situations usually ends up in the removal of evidence. People need to think better in these situations. File for a divorce. The least she could have done is come clean and apologize, and even if she did, you have a right not to accept her apology. But lying and making you feel like you are crazy like the videos you saw were in your head. She is definitely going to continue doing whatever it is she was, and she doesn't care about you, leave alone love you. Divorce her. What will you do? And are you going to get a divorce or not? And now for our next story. Girlfriend of 5 years has manipulated me our entire relationship and I let it happen. Posted by DC Trades 1995. So I posted here back in April about how I learned she did something not sure what because of lies and deletion of evidence. So I have been in a relationship with this girl for 5 years, and we have a 3-year-old. Back in March, some weird stuff went down, and she more than likely cheated. So I need to rewind a bit. She has had some sort of anxiety and depression, and self-image problems since her parents divorced 10 years ago. She's been on Effexor for 10 years. Well, she decided to taper off because she didn't believe it was working anymore. So in March, I caught her talking to a guy I know on her phone, then did some hard digging and found out about her old wary ways, found old email accounts with frack sites talking to men and women when we were only 6 months into our relationship that she never told me about. So fast forward, and she has tapered off Effexor and onto a high level of Zoloft on top of hydroxyzine, Buspar, and God knows what. Well, she didn't think she needed those meds, so she tapered off the Zoloft again starting in September. Well, she stopped taking her meds at some point and one morning woke up a complete stranger to everyone she knew. She said the meanest things she could, talk to me, breaking up and wanting to come back flip-flopping. She says she never got the college experience because she wanted to have a child at 19 and wanted to live out the fantasy, something about daddy issues, blah blah blah. Well, a few days later, she began having these hallucinations and delusions and everyone kind of ignored it, mistaking it for spirituality. One night she was visiting our daughter and began freaking out, thinking she was having a miscarriage even though she wasn't pregnant and had to be taken to the hospital. When she gets out, she begins acting fake in front of everyone and being mean and crazy behind everyone's back. She begins talking to the guy I know from back in March again. Little does she know he's bald and addicted to pills after the hospital incident, and our daughter wakes up with nightmares regularly from the incident. I applied for ex-parte order and got it. She can only see her daughter around me or her mother. I also applied for full custody and got a lawyer because not sure what to believe. We all believe it's some sort of misdiagnosed mental illness, but I don't know what to believe. For our entire relationship, she has made me throw away all my friends right off in the beginning and limited my time with my family and constantly tried to control, manipulate and lie. She even had me move to her dad's house in the beginning, knowing I did not want to do that, and it took me 6 months to convince her I was getting an apartment with or without her. What do you all think? Does this sound like bipolar or schizophrenia PR borderline personality? Her primary care counselor and psychiatrist refuse to meet with her until she gets inpatient treatment, and she refuses because she believes there is nothing wrong with her and everything is completely fine. So hopefully, next month day when we go to court, they mandate her for a mental health evaluation. Just not sure my head had been ruined from this relationship. And now for the top comments. Sir, your GF is busy self-medicating or lack thereof. She has issues that are best left resolved by doctors. You cannot fix her. The professionals cannot fix her unless she is ready to be fixed. At this juncture, emotionally disconnect as best you can. Be a friend at this point. Do not look to any type of future with this person. Your head will be fine. Give it time, and soon you will experience a relationship without the issues this individual has. In fact, at your age, this is a lot to take in, so give yourself a break. Do your best to remove yourself from this relationship. Sorry. People will often allow themselves to be manipulated for good sex. And now for our next story. My girlfriend cheated on me with her ex, and I'm having a hard time cutting her off. Posted by Air. Row. Seuss. One day during sex, my urethra began to burn, and a couple of days later, I was unable to pee from the pain. Turns out she had given me herpes. I instantly understood she had cheated on me and was disgusted by the fact she had shared his disease with me. She's extremely manipulative and toxic and would always threaten suicide and tell me how her life would be nothing without me. Sadly, I'm already accustomed to this type of dynamic and expected her to just fade out of my life after blocking her. I then, at 4 a.m. get a call from the hospital telling me she was being held at their psych ward for attempted suicide. I gave in and began consoling her over the phone in an attempt to better her situation as much as possible. But something clicked last night, and I can't do anything for her anymore. I feel like I should be sadder and feel more about the ordeal, but I'm just numb to most of it. I'm lost at the moment and can feel myself becoming more lonely. I made the mistake of disclosing to my friends I had contracted herpes and now have had zero contact with them. Relying on my family for emotional support, just lost, to be honest. She keeps calling me from the hospital. I want to break her heart, but I can't. Edit. I've cut her off and blocked all her accounts / deleted her photos and messages. Not that shaken up over the incident. A lot has happened since, and I'm over it. And now for the top comments. Find yourself love? Love yourself. Let her go. She is toxic and dragging you down. You can't fix her. The more you try to fix her, the more it will burn you. I just want to say that you should end it while she's in the hospital around supportive people instead of when she gets home. You might think it's better to wait, but it isn't. She can work on coping with it while she's there. Go and see with hopefully now, ex-girlfriend. If you're finding it hard to do and feel yourself weakening, remind yourself that she not only cheated on you but has willingly put your health and possibly even your very life in danger. If she tries to or succeeds in her next suicide attempt, it is not your fault, nor is it your problem, nor should you feel any guilt for it. As for the herpes, make sure you get and keep treating it, though, as of now, there is no cure as far as I know. Keep on top of it and all other health matters, and do your best to move on with your life. The friends who have cut you off you don't need in your life because it's quite possible, even likely, that they not only knew she was cheating on you but actively hid it from you at the very least. I suspect that those friends, at least some of them, actually encouraged the affair. If she's been spreading the lie that you gave it to her, then you need to demand that both she and the AP be tested for it. If they're hiding the illness from people, then they're a public health hazard, as well. I hope you can heal from this and make a good, sound life for yourself, and if there is a cure, get it if you can. And now for our next story. Is paying a cam site considered cheating? Posted by Fairy Dust Girl. My ex-husband cheated on me after 10 years together about 2 years ago. While that was hard, I, 32/female, have, mostly, come to terms and get over it and am in a relationship with someone new. I've been with him, male/30, since September of last year. The other day I was trying to delete stuff from his old phone to give it to my son to use Wi-Fi on, and I noticed an email account that is different from the one he uses, so I, of course, went looking into it. I found out that he had signed up for a site where you pay to watch someone do sexual things back in February of this year. He paid $178 to a transgendered person. When I confronted him about it, He at first denied it, then tried saying that he did it because we had been fighting a lot around that time, and he was unsure what was going to happen between us. What really bothers me is the day he paid this girl, he later came to my house and was with me. The fact that he got off to someone other than myself while we are together is really killing me, but he acts as though it isn't, as though he actually cheated, so I don't know if I am overreacting or not. Can anyone give their thoughts, please? Sorry for the formatting, I am on mobile. And now for the top comments. Infidelity is the keeping secrets. If you're okay with this behavior, then let your freak flag fly. If not, then admit you feel betrayed. Set firm boundaries for your safety. Is it cheating? That depends on if you had previously expressed that this was outside your preferred relationship boundaries, and he affirmed that was okay with him. I'm going to guess you hadn't talked about this. If you choose to go forward with a relationship, then the two of you need to discuss what monogamy looks like as a couple. One person may think flirting is cheating, while another draws the line at physical interaction and so many other variations. What causes me to pause is that he lied and then chose to blame you. If he didn't feel guilty, he wouldn't hide it, lie and blame. It's problematic when a partner does these things instead of owning their crap. Good luck in whichever direction you choose to go. There's no definitive answer to this. Only your own morality and beliefs tell you whether it is or isn't so. Lil reminder, too, though. Porn and masturbation are not synonymous. Nowadays they're seemingly always tied together, and one is not ever without the other. You can most definitely be okay with masturbation but not porn, and or vice versa. What's your say on this? Do you have a similar story? Comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.